If you're over 60, here's something you need to know. The food you eat right before bed can decide whether you wake up alert or trapped in a haze of brain fog. And the numbers don't lie. Research shows 99% of older adults don't realize that their nightly snack can either sharpen memory by 23% in just one night, or slow down focus and raise dementia risk by up to 60%. This isn't only about sleep quality. It's about the survival of your brain. Studies reveal that 1 in 3 seniors wakes up groggy even after a full night's rest. Most think it's just age catching up. But new science proves otherwise. The culprit is food. The wrong bedtime snack causes blood sugar spikes, interferes with melatonin, and blocks your brain's cleaning system, leaving behind toxic proteins. But the right snack does the opposite. It fuels your neurons, promotes deep sleep, and locks in stronger memory by morning. In today's video, I'll reveal the 4 worst foods you should never touch at night if you want to protect your brain, and 4 powerful foods you should eat daily to stay sharp, strong, and independent after 60. And here's the shocking part. 1 food on this list, tested in clinical trials, improved memory recall by nearly a quarter after just 1 night. 1 choice, 1 meal, and the results are measurable. Everything I'm about to share is backed by real science. Before we move on, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from? Drop your city or country in the comments so we can see how far our community reaches. And if you find these tips helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, and it helps us share this health information with more seniors around the world. Let's get started. Worst food number 4 is alcohol. Many people still believe a small glass of wine or a nightcap helps them sleep better. And it's true. Alcohol can make you drowsy at first. But that comfort is short-lived. Studies show it fragments your sleep, pulling you out of the deeper stages your brain relies on for repair. A meta-analysis published in Alcoholism, Clinical and Experimental Research found that even moderate evening drinking slashed REM sleep by nearly 19%. That's the exact stage when your brain organizes memories and washes away waste proteins. Without enough REM, you don't wake up energized. Instead, you open your eyes to sluggish focus, poor recall, and heavy brain fog. But the damage doesn't end there. Alcohol also dehydrates your body, making nighttime bathroom trips more frequent and leaving you even more tired by morning. It stresses your liver, forcing it to work overtime just when your body should be in recovery mode. And for older adults, even small amounts can raise blood pressure, weaken heart rhythm, and interfere with medications. Risks that stack up silently over time. So while alcohol quietly strips away the quality of your rest, the next food on our list harms you in a different way. Instead of breaking sleep apart, it overloads your system and makes your brain fight for balance all night long. At number 3 are fried and greasy foods. Late-night staples like fries, fried chicken, or greasy burgers may feel comforting at first, but your body pays a hidden cost. These meals sit in your stomach for hours, forcing your system to burn energy on digestion instead of letting your brain focus on repair during deep sleep. A major study published in Nutrients showed that people who ate fried foods regularly were 26% more likely to struggle with insomnia and reported poorer sleep quality overall. But the problems don't stop there. Fried foods drive chronic inflammation, which has been tied to slower thinking, weaker memory, and a greater risk of cognitive decline as you age. And here's something many don't realize. Greasy foods also increase acid reflux at night. That burning sensation may wake you up or cause microarousals you don't even notice, leaving you exhausted by morning. They're also calorie-dense, which means eating them before bed raises the chances of unwanted weight gain. Another factor that worsens both sleep apnea and memory problems in seniors. Over time, the trans fats in deep-fried meals can damage blood vessels, reducing blood flow to the brain and compounding the risk of stroke and dementia. So instead of feeling light and refreshed, you wake up groggy, heavy, and mentally dull. And while fried foods weigh you down, the next item on our list does the opposite. It overstimulates your system, keeping your brain buzzing when it should be winding down. Number 2, caffeine drinks. And it's not just hiding in coffee. You'll find it in sodas, energy drinks, even a strong cup of black tea. Here's how it works. Your brain builds up a natural chemical called adenosine during the day. That's what creates sleep pressure, the heavy feeling that makes you want to close your eyes at night. Caffeine blocks adenosine, fooling your brain into staying awake. And because its half-life is about 5 to 6 hours, that dinner-time coffee can still be active in your system close to midnight. A controlled trial published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that consuming caffeine 6 hours before bedtime cut total sleep by more than an hour. And it wasn't just about shorter nights. The next day, participants showed slower reaction times and weaker memory recall. The classic brain fog every senior dreads. Caffeine is also a diuretic, which means it makes you urinate more often. For older adults, this often translates into multiple bathroom trips at night, breaking up sleep cycles and raising the risk of dangerous falls. On top of that, caffeine stimulates the heart and blood vessels. In sensitive individuals, even moderate amounts can spike blood pressure or trigger irregular heartbeat. Hidden risks that grow more serious with age. And if you already deal with anxiety or restlessness, caffeine amplifies those feelings, leaving your body wired when it should be winding down. So the cost of that harmless cup of coffee or soda isn't just a lost hour of sleep. It's disrupted rest, morning grogginess, higher blood pressure, more nighttime awakenings, and even greater risks to long-term brain and heart health. And while caffeine overstimulates your mind and body, the last offender on our list works in a very different way. It lures you with sweetness and comfort, but once inside, it flips your sleep cycle upside down. Number 1, sugary desserts. That slice of cake, a bowl of ice cream, or even a handful of cookies might feel like the perfect bedtime comfort. But sugar is the ultimate trigger for brain fog and restless nights. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consumed high-sugar diets were 45% more likely to suffer from poor-quality, disrupted sleep. Here's why. Sugar spikes your blood glucose, forcing your body to pump out insulin. That hormonal roller coaster suppresses melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to rest. Without steady melatonin, your sleep cycles break down. And here's the cruelest part. The more sugar you eat before bed, the more your body craves it the next morning. This endless cycle leads to weight gain, worsens insulin resistance, and raises the risk of type 2 diabetes. So while a sweet treat at night may feel harmless, it's secretly robbing you of deep rest, sharper memory, and long-term brain and heart health. And now that you've seen the 4 worst foods stealing your sleep and clouding your memory, here comes the good news. Not every snack is your enemy. In fact, some foods work like natural medicine, fueling your brain, calming your body, and helping you wake up sharper and more energized than you've felt in years. Number 4, walnuts. At first glance, walnuts look like little wrinkled brains. And that resemblance is more meaningful than most people think. These small nuts are packed with compounds that work like a natural repair kit for your nervous system, especially when eaten before bed. One of their key nutrients is alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, a plant-based omega-3. Inside your body, ALA can be converted into DHA, the primary structural fat in your brain. DHA is what keeps your neurons supple and responsive. When those cells stiffen, signals slow, focus weakens, and memory starts to slip. By snacking on walnuts, you're essentially giving your brain the building blocks to keep those signals sharp while you sleep. But the benefits don't stop with omega-3s. Walnuts are also one of the few foods that naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that governs your sleep-wake rhythm. Many people assume melatonin just helps you fall asleep, but it actually does more. It shapes the quality of your sleep, guiding you into the deep stages where toxins are cleared and memories are cemented. In fact, a study in nutrition showed that eating walnuts boosted blood melatonin levels 3-fold, leading to deeper rest and higher alertness the next morning. Even more striking is their impact on neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and create new pathways. In 2014, UCLA researchers followed more than 15,000 adults and discovered that walnut eaters scored up to 19% higher on tests of memory and concentration compared to those who didn't eat them. How much is enough? About 1 ounce. Just a small handful. There's no need for sugar or salt coatings, which can undo the benefits. If you soak walnuts a few hours before eating, they digest more smoothly and release nutrients more steadily through the night. Pair them with half a banana and you'll add a gentle glucose boost that fuels memo. Memory consolidation while you sleep. And don't worry about weight gain. Research shows walnuts actually help with weight control. Their combination of protein and healthy fats keeps you satisfied, prevents late-night cravings, and provides a slow, steady stream of energy for your brain until morning. If walnuts can nourish your brain this much, imagine what happens when you add fruits that directly influence your sleep hormones. That leads us to number 3. A food that not only helps you drift off more quickly, but also brightens your mind the next day. Number 3. Kiwi. You might not picture kiwi as a bedtime snack, but research shows it deserves a spot in your nightly routine. Beneath that fuzzy skin is a unique blend of compounds that can change both how you sleep and how sharp your mind feels the next day. The real secret inside kiwi is serotonin, a brain chemical that calms your mood and prepares you for rest. At night, your body converts serotonin into melatonin. By raising serotonin naturally, kiwi helps set the stage for longer and deeper rest. This was proven in a well-known study from Taiwan. Volunteers, many of them older adults struggling with sleep, ate 2 kiwis about an hour before bed every night for 4 weeks. The results were remarkable. The time it took to fall asleep dropped by 35%, total sleep time rose by 13%, and sleep efficiency, the percentage of time in bed actually spent sleeping, improved by 5%. That translated into brighter mornings, steadier focus, and clearer thinking. But serotonin is only part of the story. Kiwi is also loaded with antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin E, which shield brain cells from oxidative stress, the slow damage caused by free radicals that speeds up aging in the brain. Just 1 kiwi provides about 71 milligrams of vitamin C, nearly 80% of your daily needs, giving your neurons powerful protection while you sleep. Eating kiwi before bed is simple. Slice 1 or 2 fruits about an hour before sleep. You can peel them, eat them with the skin for extra fiber, or blend them into a light yogurt smoothie. Each fruit has only about 42 calories, so it won't weigh you down or upset digestion. In short, kiwi works like nature's nightcap: serotonin to boost melatonin, antioxidants to protect neurons, and nutrients that fuel overnight repair. This little fruit is a quiet but powerful ally against brain fog. And if kiwi shows us how fruit can act as a natural sleep aid, the next food takes it even further. Number 2. Dark cherries. At first glance, cherries might seem like nothing more than a sweet summer fruit. But when it comes to improving sleep and protecting brain health, they're one of the most overlooked treasures in nature. What makes dark cherries, especially tart varieties like Montmorency, so special is that they don't just help your body create melatonin, they actually supply it directly. Very few foods in the world can do that. Eating them before bed gives your brain an immediate boost in regulating the sleep-wake cycle. In one study published in the European Journal of Nutrition, older adults with insomnia were asked to drink tart cherry juice for 2 weeks. The results? They fell asleep an average of 17 minutes faster and stayed asleep almost an hour and a half longer than the placebo group. Another trial from Louisiana State University found that adults over 50 who drank cherry juice twice daily improved sleep efficiency by 5 to 6%. Better sleep at night translated directly into clearer mornings, stronger focus, and sharper memory. But melatonin is only half the story. The deep red color of cherries comes from anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that shield neurons from oxidative stress and calm inflammation. Poor sleep often goes hand in hand with inflammation, which wears down brain cells and slows thinking. By combining natural melatonin with these protective compounds, cherries deliver a two-in-one benefit. They improve rest while defending your brain from damage. How can you add them to your evening? Fresh cherries are excellent if they're in season. A small bowl about an hour before bedtime provides enough melatonin to make a noticeable difference without feeling heavy. If fresh fruit isn't available, tart cherry juice is a proven alternative. Just look for unsweetened versions to avoid sugar spikes. Frozen cherries blended with yogurt also make a light and effective bedtime snack. And if cherries can act like a natural sleep pill wrapped in fruit, the next food raises the bar even higher. It's creamy, rich in protein, and works through the night to feed your brain exactly what it needs to stay strong. Number 1. Cottage cheese. At first glance, cottage cheese might not look like a food that supercharges your brain, but when it comes to supporting memory and sleep, it earns the top spot on this list. The secret is its unusually high amount of casein protein. Most proteins digest quickly, giving you a short burst of amino acids. Casein is different. It breaks down very slowly, releasing a steady stream of building blocks into your bloodstream for 7 to 8 hours. That means while you're asleep, your brain never runs out of the raw materials it needs to repair itself, form new connections, and lock memories into place. This slow, consistent fuel has a direct impact on how sharp you feel the next day. During sleep, your brain is busy sorting information, strengthening neural pathways, and protecting long-term memory. If amino acids run out, that process stalls. But with cottage cheese, the supply continues through the night. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consumed casein protein before bed not only repaired muscle tissue more effectively, but also scored better on tasks measuring focus and reaction time the next morning. For seniors who naturally experience faster muscle loss and slower repair, this two-in-one effect, protecting both the body and the brain, is especially valuable. Cottage cheese also brings another advantage. It contains tryptophan, an amino acid that your body turns into serotonin and then melatonin. These hormones regulate mood and sleep, making it easier to relax and fall into a consistent rhythm. Add its natural calcium content, which further boosts melatonin production, and you've got the perfect recipe for restorative rest. How can you enjoy it? Keep it simple. Half a cup of plain cottage cheese before bed provides about 14 grams of slow-digesting protein without feeling heavy. For an extra brain boost, pair it with walnuts, kiwi slices, or dark cherries, stacking multiple sleep-friendly nutrients together. If you prefer a touch of sweetness, a light drizzle of honey adds flavor without disturbing your rest. The takeaway: cottage cheese tops the list because it solves the brain's biggest overnight challenge, running out of steady fuel. By feeding neurons all night long, it supports memory, keeps your mind clear, and helps you wake up stronger and more focused the next morning. So now you know, the very foods on your plate at night can either steal your future or give it back to you. Every sweet dessert, every greasy bite, every glass of wine has the power to quietly weaken your brain. But the right choices, walnuts, kiwi, cherries, cottage cheese, they don't just feed you, they defend your memory, your focus, and your independence. Ask yourself, how do you want to wake up tomorrow? Foggy, drained, and older than your years, or clear, energized, and strong enough to keep living life on your own terms? That decision starts tonight with the food you put in your body before bed. Tell me in the comments, which of these changes will you try first? And let us know where you're watching from. Our community is stronger when we share our stories. If this video spoke to you, please subscribe. Together we can reach more seniors, spread the truth, and remind the world that aging doesn't mean surrendering your strength. It means fighting smarter. And it starts with the choices we make at night.